kilograms. It was all in metrics, which I'm not very good at.
I said that will not be me. Well over 50 pounds.
And in fairness to Kat, she brought a lot of stuff for herself, but she also had to bring some stuff for me because
I'm kind of having a major like freak out. And Josh was like, you better call your sister.
It was so back. Yeah,
and I was like having a nervous breakdown.
It was
so hey there, welcome back to our channel. I am Kat. This is
Joshua with a microphone this time.
And we're J&K Go Global. I wanted to, in the previous video, we were talking about Josh and his journey and how he arrived in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. And so I just wanted to, mine is not going to, because I did not, he visited other places. I did not. We were pretty set in the fact that I was going to be coming out and I was going to be taking the Tesla course also. So I just wanted to quickly give you a breakdown of my journey. Now, because there was a lot of things that I had to do, and they'll be in later videos, things that I had to do in relation to the business to get not only like we had a lot of inventory that I had to sell and to build up our savings a little bit before I was joining him. And so I was working a lot before we came out. But Josh, as I said, we're going to be talking about it later, but he really helped like facilitate everything to make it as smooth as possible, which I found it to be like, I think I was over prepared. When I got here, I was like, the guy was like, I had all this stuff and he was just like, oh, I don't need that.
One quick example is, can I interject?
Sure.
There's something called onward travel. If you haven't traveled internationally, you may not know what that is. I didn't know until I did this. And the way I found out was, I was trying to get on a plane to, I think it was Siem Reap, the first time I was flying to Cambodia. And they're like, nope, you can't prove that you're leaving Cambodia. I didn't have anything to show that I was leaving Cambodia. So that's when I got my flight to Kuala Lumpur for like 50 something bucks. I like quickly found the cheapest onward travel proof that I could find. And that was that flight. So for Kat, the reason I brought this up is Kat's a little bit more, I'll just be honest, like I'm a little bit more of a gambler, I guess. I don't necessarily follow the rules. I'll be honest. I'm not big in the rules and authority. But so we wanted to make it as seamless for Kat as possible. So we booked her a bus ticket to Ho Chi Minh City, also known as Saigon, so that if they tried to stop her at the airport, she could show that she had a bus ticket. So that would be her onward travel. That's one example of kind of overkill. She never had to even show that.
Yeah, and we'll be going through all of that more. We'll go into specifics about that, because I know that some people, that if you're thinking about traveling abroad, or especially if you're thinking about coming to Cambodia, we're happy to be a resource to help you make things as smooth as possible. But let's get I seriously I had all of my main thing I want to talk about is I'm starting off with is luggage, because if you don't know, your carry-on can only be 15 pounds, and then your luggage is we did China Airlines, and luggage can be up to 50 pounds.
Yeah, I think it does depend on the airline.
Yeah, it depends on the airline, but I did China Airlines, and it was 50 pounds per luggage. And then I found out when I was at the gate or at the check-in counter, 15 pounds for carry-on. So before I even was packing up, we had a scale for the business and all that stuff. And so we had that, and my sister had scales. And I quickly found out, because I definitely I was bringing all my jewelry. There's certain things I was bringing. I got rid of so much stuff you guys do not even know, but I still had a lot. And so I came out with two suitcases. They ended up being well over 50 pounds.
And in fairness to Kat, she brought a lot of stuff for herself, but she also had to bring some stuff for me, because I was backpacking. So I had a 30-liter backpack, and that was only, I want to say, 7 kilograms. It was all in metrics, which I'm not very good at.
I said that will not be me.
Another thing, not only did I have her blessing to kind of scout Southeast Asia before she came out, but also she gave me her computer, because she has a MacBook Air,
and his is
I have this huge, what is it, like an HP, and I literally would not be able to backpack because
there's no way.
it had to fit.
Yeah,
so,
that wasn't my carry-on.
So she had to bring out some of my heavier stuff when she flew out.
So, and I'm going to tell you something, I broke a rule. And so it was this whole thing, and my niece, he was like helping me like get all my luggage together. And it's like, this is too heavy. We did these like we take the air out the little like bag, you suck the air out, all this stuff. We tried all this stuff, and it was no way. So I knew I had to do like over 50 pounds. Okay. So they were like 60 and 62 pounds, something like that. And then my carry-ons they're supposed to be 15 pounds, they're 32, 40 pounds. So needless to say, when I got to the airport, I go to check in, and everything's like the larger luggage was okay, but my carry-ons were way over. And so I'm kind of having a major like freak out. And Josh was like, you better call your sister.
It was
and I was like having a nervous breakdown.
It was
so I called her and I'm like, oh my God, can you come back? And so she came back, and we went over the side and we repacked, and she would go back and forth to the scale. And we were just doing that. And I actually like sent some stuff back home with her. And I was thinking one of them was like not quite at 70, because you can go up to 70. It wasn't quite at 70. If I was thinking, I would have just found a way to just stuff it in there, because I'm just like, eh. But anyway, I'm okay.
Monica saved our butt, and we'll talk about this more. Oh my gosh. She saved our butts many different ways.
Like, talk about somebody
and actually up. Still is saving our butts in certain ways.
Stepping up. Love you, Sissy.
Thank you, Monica.
So these it was like stressful. I know that they were looking at me like, oh, this poor lady. So, Monica had given me her like larger backpack. So I had large backpacks. So of course we stuffed it, because Kiki's like, okay, I'm gonna roll this and this. I'm gonna roll this and that. And so these bags were so heavy. So it took us I started worrying about being late for my flight, because it took us a while to repack it. And I had brought my guitar, and so we checked that the guitar was getting checked in, and then I had 2 large luggage, my guitar, and then 2 carry-ons. So it took us a while. We finally got onto the weight, and she's like, I'm going to stick with you. So she went with me back up to the counter. We got it. Now this is where I broke the rule. Okay, because my carry-on was right at 15 pounds, like basically 15 pounds. And I had my leather Coach backpack, my hippie backpack, and I put that on under my jacket. I put it on under my jacket, and then once I went through, I put it in the backpack. So I broke the rule, y'all. I was freaking out. I was freaking out inside. I'm like sweating, because I'm like I am a rule follower. So I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to get in trouble. But it all worked out. And so that was my main hiccup, was travel. So you guys, please pay attention to the airline luggage capacity, because they do it, and it's just like it's a big deal.
One kind of funny thing to interject really quickly, it's pretty funny, it actually worked for me, but with the carry-on, there's people who travel constantly, they're so savvy, because you kind of have to be. Traveling is not easy. It sounds so what's the word for it? It just sounds exotic to use that word again, and it is, but it's also difficult. And so one trick is when you have your carry-on, if it's a little bit over, to just walk like it's light, like just make it so it looks like you just have this really light backpack.
Don't do it. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
I think it works for me.
Don't listen to him. No, don't listen to him.
I think it worked for me once, where I know I was over in weight, but they just
weigh it. Just weigh it. Don't, because you're gonna be bummed if it's something you really, really want to take, and it's over in weight, and his he got. If somebody's gonna get busted, and it's gonna be me, it's not gonna be him. So don't. I know he's giving you this as as a little thing, but I think it should just be on you. You decide what you want to do.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to say, China Airlines. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you can go on and you can check your menu. And so me being vegan, and then I'm allergic to onions and pineapple. So I was able to do all of my meals. I did that. I'm sure people do it all the time, but it's crazy, because I would always get my food first, before anyone else, because they would do my food and they would bring it to me. And so everybody kept looking at me like, who is this lady? Because I kept getting my food, and it was absolutely delicious. There were some veggies I'd never tried before, but I was just being adventurous, and it was really tasty. It was really I had porridge, punji. I had that with veggies for one of the, and I was, oh my God, it was so delicious.
The food on my flights,
and so I just really, I'm just And they're not even the top tier like airline, and I just really felt pampered. I saw a movie I hadn't been able to see, like one battle after another, that was on there. And so I told my sister, "Oh my God, I got to see the movie." So I saw that movie while I was flying. So it was, it's a really long flight. So, but I tell you, the layover in Taiwan was decent. I just, once I found my gate, I just relaxed and I took my book out, and I was doing that. And just drinking, so that was good. And then arriving into, so the flight was good. It was like I took 2 different flights, 2 different legs, and it was not a long layover.
Taipei, Taiwan.
Yeah, Taipei, Taiwan. Did I say
that? Was, yeah, I think so. I'm just.
And so, it's like the airport is, it was in great shape. It's very like, it's minimal, but they did have some really beautiful statues. And you probably can see if you look at my earlier posts, I have some airport footage. And arriving in Cambodia, oh my God, in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and I was super emotional because I hadn't seen Josh in months.
Oh my gosh.
And the airport is absolutely gorgeous. It has this like almost like basket weave, like looking like ceiling. There's a huge Buddha also in my.
It's beautiful. It's basically brand new.
My other picture, like it's my other videos, it's or vlogs. It's really interesting. Like that one got a lot of plays on, I think it was on IG, not on here on YouTube, but pretty emotional. I arrived and it's really wild because Josh and I, we call Phnom Penh, we call it our city. We like settled in pretty quickly, with my diet, which is a challenge. I've been able to eat really delicious food that accommodates my diet. And I have a favorite restaurant that I order from all the time. We do, we'll get into all the food delivery services and all that. But, this is a really hot month. So that's been the main like source of contention. But I finished my course and everything. And so we're moving on to our next step. But I just really, feel like it was a natural like settling and landing, as far as like, okay, you're in a new spot. Of course there's going to be challenges when you're traveling, you're going to a different country. There's going to be challenges, but my main thing is I would definitely want to learn some of the language, and so we'll I want to learn phrases and things
she hasn't even talked about crossing the street. Like,
oh yeah, we're going to talk about all that stuff in a later
Vietnam
video. But I just want to.
That.
I thought this was going to be a short video about my travel here, but of course, it ended up being a little bit longer.
And I did. I talked to him.
He's like, I got it. Let me add this. He's like, we're trying to like make it as organized as possible.
She gave me a microphone.
So. I know, and now you can probably hear us better and everything. But okay, so guys, like I said in the previous one, if you like the content, please consider subscribing. We would absolutely love it if you would do that. If you do have any questions about anything that we've had in either of these videos, please do comment below, and we will definitely answer any questions you have. And like I said, we're definitely a resource for if you do, or if you're like considering traveling to any of the places Josh just mentioned, or Cambodia, please comment. Is there anything else, babe?
Yes, but I think I'll talk about them in another video. I want to talk about airlines and a few other things. But
okay, so we're going to try and do two of these a day as we're covering these. So this is going to, by the time this is dropped, because it takes me a while to edit, it'll probably be, you'll be having the next 2 added on. But thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
We'll see you soon. Okay. Bye.